Reckon checking in the LDT studio, if you didn't know. And today I have an interview with an upcoming star. No jokes, no hype. It's another LDT Radio interview. Today we have Kendrix, formerly Corey Kendrix, in the lab. And he's in the studio today talking to us about his album, Gumbo, that charted top 10 on the iTunes charts. We're going to hear about how it is to work with Davies Entertainment. Yep. We're going to talk a bit about Kendrix's relationship with Daniel Question Boskin. If you don't know who Question is, you got to do some research. We touched shortly on how Kendrix has been shooting visuals for Griselda and how he's built a relationship with Conway the Machine. And we talk about his release plan, rollout, and budget behind Gumbo. His prior accomplishments, like having a management deal with Rap-A-Lot affiliate, going on tour and killing score more shows at the young age of 20 and 22, being sponsored by Red Bull, being nominated Hip Hop Artist of the Year in Denver, Colorado, and how shooting visuals eventually linked him with Conway and Griselda, and then he built that relationship, and that eventually turned into his deal with Davies Entertainment. This is all groundwork going back 16 plus years, and so anybody that thinks like overnight success or anything like that, there's nothing like that. It's always hard work behind the scenes that you're not seeing. Here we go. Let's get into our interview with Corey Kendrix. And just by the way, before we go, they are on tour right now. The Top 10 tour is a go. It's Davies Entertainment artist Corey Kendrix and Prescription from the last interview. So make sure you tap in and let's go.
LDT Entertainment.
Yo, what up? Another episode of LDT Radio. It's an interview with Corey Kendrix. Got the man himself right here. Appreciate you making time for us, dog. I know you're super busy over there at Davies Entertainment with the tour kicking off for Prescription this Friday. I know you got to hit the road and start making some moves this week. So just wanted to bug you about a few things. I know you got your project Gumbo that released, and then you got the Top 10 tour kicking off because of that project.
Yeah.
And then I just wanted to bug you about the Davies Entertainment, the moves you guys are making, a couple artists, management, stuff like that. Your business acumen, as well as just congratulate you on your album charting.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you already know, bro. Let the people know who you are, just in case any of my people don't know. A lot of people, I try to talk to them about Davies Entertainment. A lot of people don't know, so I feel like they got to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's coming up. We doing our thing, man. Shout out Davies. I'm Kendrix, formerly known as Corey Kendrix. KNDRX for all y'all looking for me on Spotify. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm with Davies Entertainment now. I live in Denver, Colorado, but I grew up in Austin, so.
I didn't know you were living out in Denver.
Yeah, I live in Denver. I lived there for like 8 years.
Oh, shit, bro. That's good to know, because my artist, Wizzy Sweets, is actually from Denver.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, we might have to link up on something.
Dope.
He's got family out there and shit.
Yeah, that's where I be at. That's where I live.
That's good to know. That's obviously why the tour is ending in Denver, Colorado.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, that makes sense, because I know it's regional, obviously, so you guys are killing Texas and then hopping back out to where you're staying at.
Yeah, exactly.
Sheesh. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So right now, is that your first project under Davies, Gumbo?
Yep, Gumbo was the first one. It was actually supposed to just be like a promo project, and then it just did really well when we released it. So
I remember Question posting that, because I've been following Question for a long time, and I remember him posting something that, like, you guys just wanted to drop something just to give people something, because people have been waiting.
Yeah, because I signed with him, October 2020, and it was a pandemic. It was a weird time to put anything out, so we just kind of like waited to put something out, and then I started like making a whole other album, and I was like, yo, I want to put this out, but I don't want this to be like all the stuff that I had made going into that to be forgotten about. So I was like, let me just use this and put like a little project out to see what it does, see what people are liking and whatnot. So
yeah, now make sure to put like your single art or your album art up so that way people can see all the shit when they search and all that. So they'll be able to find you real easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I remember I've been following Question for a long time. So once I saw that he was part of the management of Davies Entertainment, bro, I locked in. Like I wanted to watch what you guys are doing and just stay tapped in, because I know Question's done big things himself.
For sure.
And
definitely.
I always I hope he doesn't take this the wrong way, but I always call him like the best known San Antonio rapper that people don't know in San Antonio.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And, like,
he's a legend, and he's a great person too.
Because he's known like literally everywhere else, but like if you talk about him here in San Antonio, a lot of people kind of sleep on him and they don't know him. But he's known like literally everywhere else.
Legend, definitely.
Super legend.
That man's done some amazing things.
With his connections and Cameron's connections, I knew when I saw them signing you, Bankroll, Daniel Leon Lido, I was like, man, it's gonna be crazy. So I just have to stay tapped in.
Yeah, no, definitely. Q. Me and Q finally connected like right before, probably like 6 months before I ended up signing with Davies. And it was just real organic, real good, felt right. So
and obviously I hit it off, right?
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. He's a really genuine, and he's family, he's big bro for real. Like I love that guy. He's a good dude, and he just is a mentor and just a great person to have around to learn from. So gamer from, like, he's been through pretty much, he can go hours just telling you crazy stories.
That's a blessing.
So it's like to have him in your corner and the connections he has, and just having him going to bat for you is always nice.
That's a blessing, man. I hadn't been to y'all's spot yet either, but I didn't know like your home, Davies Entertainment.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. Yeah.
I had no idea y'all were that close until I moved over here and I accidentally found that little Wendy's truck I was telling you about, and I was like, "Is this?" I was like, "Holy crap, this is Davies!" Mm-hmm. And then Prescription hooked it up and brought me and plugged me up with Mike McKenzie.
Yeah.
And I got to see a small tour of the spot, man. And it's crazy, bro.
It's
like,
a crazy facility. Yeah, it's like a little dream studio for sure. It's
bro,
like
and just to know that that's right around the corner from me, bro. That's like
it's fantasy factory.
Bro, that's inspiring enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, we're gonna turn it up in there a lot more too. Now that we started doing shows and the events there, so we know.
Yeah. So now we got like the little intro down, and they know a little bit about Davies and Corey Kendricks, now Kendricks.
Yeah.
Let's get into just a little bit about Gumbo. I know this is your first project under Davies, like you told us. Mm-hmm. Who were the producers behind Gumbo?
There's quite a few. I did 3 records on there myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I did My Type. I did No Plug. Who all on there? Damn.
There you go.
There we go. That's what I said. Which ones I did? I did, so On Again was produced by Ty on the Track, an Austin producer, super dope. Fire, shout out Ty. He also did Stick and Move. Ty did Stick and Move too.
I've been banging it. That's why it's quick for me to pull it.
Yeah, Monster Truck. Who did Monster Truck? Denzel did Monster Truck. Shout out Denzel on the beat. Me and Denzel got some more shit in the archives about to drop to him. I did My Type. A-Train did Pressure.
Okay.
I did No Plug, but that's like one song, but there's 2 different songs on there, really. Stick and Move was Ty again. Pressed was my boy David Butler out of Austin.
That sounds familiar.
Whoa was my boy J. Michael. Isn't You? That was the other one I produced.
Okay,
I was like, what's the other one I produced? Isn't You with Johnny. Shout out Johnny Jukebox. That's my dog. We got a lot of cool records that we got in the tuck too that we're gonna drop soon.
Bet.
And then Top Down was Batman. This producer out of New York.
I've never heard of Batman. I've heard of A-Train sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And I don't know Ty.
A-Train from San Antonio.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah,
I feel like I've heard a lot of his beats.
And Ty from Austin, he's dope.
I don't think I've heard of him.
J. Michael that did Whoa, he from Denver. I linked with him in Denver. And he just had some cool, weird beats. So one day we was just...
I just wanted to know who's the sauce behind the sound, man, because the sound's banging, bro.
Thank you, man. It's like I said, it's gumbo because it's like a little bit of everything. It's a little sprinkle, a bunch of different ingredients.
Crazy. And then when people are going through it, listening to it, if they want to link with producers, buy their beats, you know,
yeah, exactly,
plug them all up,
get
everybody the love that they deserve.
All those dudes make fire beats, for sure.
I believe it, bro, because it sounds like it. They're banging.
And me as well, if you need beats.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. I'm actually going to bug you on that and bankroll for the videos and see if we can get something.
Yeah, Bank's got some nice visuals, too. I do videos, too.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of videos for, like, Griselda and Conway and all them people.
Yeah, so. Man, this is good to know. These are the plugs we need. These are the plugs we all need. And that's why I try to plug everybody. Because even though the San Antonio music scene is really big, I feel like we're just lacking that connection where we're all just kind of fucking with each other, lifting each other up, building those networks.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, hopefully, that we can do that and build with other podcasts and even just kind of share
put my
networks.
number in the phone book. Let's go.
Definitely would do that. So we got the producers, and I'm guessing all that was tracked, mixed, and mastered at Davies Studio, right?
Nah, that was me. That was,
really?
Yeah, I did most of the, if not all of it. I did all the engineering and mixing and mastering.
It sounds amazing, bro, and I think that's another good thing to point out too, because a lot of people might think they have to go pay for like really big studio time, or like they might see the Davies Studio and feel like they can't compete.
A couple of records probably recorded up there because I do work on it.
Of course, yeah.
As far as like the mixing and everything, that's just on my computer doing my thing.
It sounds good. It sounds really good. And I'm an audio engineer myself, so I look for, like, I start nitpicking when I hear things.
I'm very hands-on. I get like uncomfortable when other people are recording me. And I can't like control the mixes and stuff. Like I'm very
like I just skid over.
Yeah, I'm just like you know what? Just send it to me and I'll just do it and I'll send it how I like it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how it is with me anyway. I'm always. I'm very particular about my mixes and how I like for my particular style. Other people, you know, Bank's the same way too though. Bank is very particular and hands-on, so it's cool. That's how me and him work so well together. We just are we can lock in and knock a track out in like 30 minutes. Yeah.
That's crazy. I want to get into that a little bit later too, about like how you and Bankroll work. If you have any songs with Daniel and them,
videos.
How many videos do you have for Gumbo?
Right now, I think we just got 2.
2, and then
I wanted to do more, but I
others.
didn't want to like use too much of the project budget for the next project on shit that's already out. So I was like, I got one press coming out soon. I'll probably drop that while I'm on tour, honestly. So I'll probably get that real soon.
Damn. Nice.
With Corilla, shout out Corilla. That's my dog. He killed it on some visually artistic shit. It's dope.
Man, I can't wait to see that. I'll make sure to plug the people too whenever we do that, because we do regular episodes as well.
Cool.
We just kind of show like new music and stuff like that.
Yeah, we probably gonna roll that out in the next like week or 2. Just a little video for press with me and Bank, and then we got Pressure already out. And technically, I got a video for No Plug. I could drop. I think it's a little dark, but I might drop it again. I might put it out, see what it does. So we got 3 for sure. I might shoot a video for Top Down if we can get it all lined up the way I want to do it.
And is it all the same guy shooting those, or is it
Corilla? If we do Top Down, it'll be Corilla again. He did Press. Pressure was Quentin up at the studio. Shout out Quentin.
I feel like I met
Quantum Films, I think that's how he said it.
I think I've heard of him. I don't think I've met him.
He's nice. He do a lot of the video work for Davies and stuff too. So.
And then I just wanted to touch a little bit about like your release plan and rollout. We'll touch about it a little bit more later, but was it? I know you were talking about your budget and stuff right now. If you don't mind me asking, like how big was the budget, or like what was the plan, or like what was like the actual
for Gumbo or for
Gumbo?
For Gumbo, there wasn't really much of a budget because it was just kind of me saying, hey, I got these records that are still pretty good that I want to put out separate from the album, you know?
Right.
So we were like, let's just do it, put it out, see what works. And so we didn't really have a rollout plan for
That's crazy.
it. We didn't really have a budget for it. I mean, we ended up spending some money on it, but it wasn't like a planned thing. Like we kind of put it out, and really how it happened, it was kind of crazy. Like we had set a release date, but it didn't drop on everything on the actual release date.
True.
So it only dropped on Apple. So we pushed it, heavy on the iTunes and the Apple, and just a lot of people, it drove a lot of people to buy the album instead of just like go stream it on Spotify or whatever.
Right.
So a lot of people just headed straight, to buy the shit, and that just boosted it up, and then it just kept going and going. And so when that happened, then it was kind of like, okay, now we have something that we can kind of push a little bit, if we could put a little bit of budget. So then we threw the billboards up, and I went and traveled and checked out the billboards, linked with Conway and them again in New York and shit. And it was cool, man. It was a cool little moment,
That's crazy. So it dropping on iTunes and it kind of being stalled out actually almost benefited you because
it dropped on Spotify like 2 days later. So then, everybody already had bought the album. So when you buy an album, it don't count. When you play it don't count as streams anymore. So streams took a little bit longer to catch up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Prescription was telling us last time it's like equivalent to like 1,000 or like 1,500 streams or something.
Yeah, but it don't count on the streams though. Like it don't go. It don't go to your Spotify.
Like actual.
Nothing on Apple goes to your Spotify.
Right.
Everybody bought it on Apple Music, so it kind of I won't say killed the streams, but it definitely made it slower to pick up on the streams because everybody was listening to it after they bought it, which it doesn't count stream-wise.
But you got the album sales.
But you get the album sales, and that's where you chart. Yeah, exactly.
That's where it counts.
That's where it counts for that. Because technically, every so many streams equals one album sale.
I think that's what Prescription was saying. It's like 1,000 or 1,500 streams is equivalent to like a one album sale. Something like that.
Exactly.
Something like that.
But it doesn't go backwards.
Right,
so it's
exactly. Which to me, I think that makes more sense. Like you actually getting the album sales versus just the looks of the streams.
Yeah, well, it's cool. It's an accomplished feeling when you do it with the sales. Well, it means people still showing you love and buying your stuff, and taking the time to review. So once that happened, it happened quick. It happened very quick, and it was unexpected. Like when it hit 199, I was stoked. I was like, damn. We made it on the charts.
Right.
I was like, that's cool. And
I had to pull up a picture of your plaque, and I'll make sure to put that up there as well. Because that must have been a crazy feeling, right?
Yeah, I got that the day after Christmas. It came in the mail the day after Christmas, so it was like the best Christmas present I got.
I couldn't imagine, man. It's beautiful. Is that up in your studio?
Yeah, I got it in my studio. They got like 2 up at the studio over there, and I think Question got one in his crib.
Yeah, I saw a small one in the studio that we got to go to. I don't think it was that big, if I'm not mistaken.
That one just looks bigger than it's the same size. They're all the same size.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's.
I got little hands. No, I'm just playing.
And then just to put the icing on top of that, because people. Whenever they first hear about people that they don't know, they think like maybe it's like overnight success or something like that. Like, how long have you been rapping? I think you said you've been rapping since you were 12 years old or something like that, right?
Yeah, man, I've been rapping for a long time. So, yeah, rapping since a young age. And then, you know, we've had a few different rises and stagnant periods, but stay consistent at it, and it's paid off, you know, in the long run. So that's why I always tell people, just keep going, man. It's been a long ride. It's pushing 20 years of trying to make this dream come true. So
the tough part's not quitting, right? Because everybody always wants to like stop or give up.
Well, it's full of a lot of moments, you know what I mean? Like, and not every moment's gonna be as great as the next one, or
right.
You know, you just try to keep going and stay consistent and stay progressing. Get 1% better every day, you know?
Fucking right. And then leading into that success that you had, because like I said, I just wanted to give that little bit of backstory, how long you've been rapping since 12 years old. And I think you dropped your first, like released your first joint like when you were like 18 or so, something like that.
So I was I still am, you know, this family over there, but L&S crew in Austin was me and Kid Jones and Tank Washington and Harris Qureshi and Scott Pace and a few other producers, and we started really, like, when we turned 18, we started turning up, and we got like a management deal over with Rap-A-Lot, with an affiliate of Rap-A-Lot and stuff, and they had us on the road touring with everybody that was coming up big.
That's crazy, though.
Doing all the Score More shows when they first started, and that was like a big moment. That was a big moment. We had a lot of big features, and we were doing all that when we were like 20, 21, 22.
Hard.
Traveling all over the country with like sneaker pimps doing tours, and it was crazy. Then we did the Red Bull for a while. Red Bull sponsored us for a long time. They were doing a lot of music stuff, and they kept us afloat for a while. After that, fizzled out with Rap-A-Lot. And then, then I moved to Denver and had a kid, so that was kind of like a reset. But I did a group thing out there when I first got out there, and we was opening up for everybody, and they nominated me for Hip Hop Artist of the Year out there in the Little Westward and shit. So then that, you know, that slowed down, and then the pandemic happened. I kind of had to like figure out some other stuff, so I started doing video work and linked with Griselda and them, and Khan just showed me mad love, so been linking with them, and that kind of turned me up with Davies. They seen that shit, and then they reached out, and
fucking right, man.
Here we are.
So you've been putting in work and just actually like groundwork, legwork, getting credits and actually building networks and really getting those accolades, and for a long time. I think you were saying it goes back like 15, 16 years,
it goes back a minute, man. Just grinding and building bridges and not burning them, and
a lot of hard work, right?
Yeah, a lot of maintaining relationships and networking and reaching out and not being afraid to say, hey, what can I do for you? What can you do for me type thing.
Hey, I hope y'all really enjoyed and appreciated part one of this interview with Kendrix. It's a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, and I hope y'all tapping in, man, because you're going to need these opportunities when they come back around. If you needed a reason to keep going, there it is. Don't quit. Keep going. It's coming in due time. Everybody's got their time. You know what I'm saying? And here on LDT Radio, we're all about learning, doing, and teaching. If you like the content we're bringing you, if you want to learn new things and keep elevating, if you want to hear about new indie releases and business without the ego, make sure to follow us on IG, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and fuck with us. Yeah.